Alright guys, welcome to A Certain Point of View. This is my new Star Wars channel that I'm creating. I would like to just talk about Star Wars theories on this channel, Star Wars lore, Star Wars anything. Anything that I'm just passionate about. So if you haven't already, which you most likely haven't, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I'm just going to get right into it. Now, before I get started, this series is just my point of view as a Star Wars fanatic. The way the season ended, it leaves me to believe that we're going to see more of a bigger picture in the third season of The Mandalorian than ever before. Din Djarin now has a Darksaber, Cara Dune has Moff Gideon, Bo-Katan has Gideon's light cruiser, and that's it. She wanted the Darksaber, but she has nothing. Bo-Katan wanted to use Din Djarin to get to Moff Gideon. She had no real plan as far as we're aware of getting the Darksaber back for herself. She was just, when we saw her again, she was just sitting there drinking some alcohol or whatever beverage she was drinking in the bar. Obviously not acting on her plans because she doesn't have any power to do so. So, this season, I believe, will focus on the story of Din Djarin becoming Mandalore, the ruler of the entire Mandalorian people. The true leader of the Mandalorian people. He will go through challenge after challenge, proving he is the hero the Star Wars galaxy needs. I bet this season will be full of moments where Din Djarin saves the day and proves how much of a leader he really is. He discovered himself a lot in Season 2. The child helped him find his true meaning of life. The chapter The Believer, with Mayfeld and Mando going undercover, really showed us the true view of the galaxy. That there's someone ruling over someone everywhere, and it doesn't matter if you think you're a good guy with a good cause. The only truth is that there should be one cause, the challenge of uniting the galaxy under one peaceful governing body again. Once people realize how Din Djarin actually is just a good guy, they will rally behind him and fight with or / for him. So this season, I can see Bo-Katan trying to take the Darksaber from him, and he ends up sparing her life in front of all the people watching, because she would do it where there's people watching, so that she can have that story that, wow, Bo-Katan won, and she took the Darksaber from this amazing guy who beat Moff Gideon with it and had the child and all his amazing stories, but she won't stand a chance. I personally can't see him losing to Bo-Katan, even though she's a badass. He's an even bigger badass. And at that moment, the Mandalorian people will go through more lore building than ever. We could see Din Djarin, the newly crowned Mandalore, bringing all of the different sects of Mandalorians together under him and his quest to free Mandalore from Imperial rule. So that means, like, how Bo-Katan said that his group of Mandalorians, the ones who don't show their faces, are just another religious sect. But I bet Mando will go looking for all of the Mandalorians and reunite everybody for one common cause, which is to take back their home planet of Mandalore, right? So we get onto that, and we'll see epic battles, and of course our good guys will come out on top against most likely whatever Imperial is running Mandalore. I'd assume halfway through the season everything is looking good. We think everything is going as planned. Then we see Grand Admiral Thrawn. At the end of an episode, after our group of good guys wins the day, whoever is running things on Mandalore, I'd assume, would survive by fleeing to Thrawn, and I bet he'd bring the bad news to Thrawn, or holocall him, whatever. We'll just see Thrawn getting bad news and letting, like, his lesser know that, don't worry, I'll come handle this. And then we will see the big bad guy of the entire future Star Wars universe. Thrawn, by this point, knows everything about Din Djarin and is doing Thrawn things and just figuring out how he fights and works towards figuring out his enemy by letting them win some minor battles, and then when the most opportune time comes, squashes them. But at the same time, part of me has a feeling that Thrawn will be more of a threat to our heroes this time around than he was in Rebels. He had failed in the Rebels TV show of stopping Ezra Bridger and Kanan Jarrus and that group of rebels, the Ghost Squadron. So this time I think Thrawn will come back and be more ruthless than ever before, other than obviously the expanded timeline Thrawn, which is the Legends Thrawn. I'm yet to read the Thrawn books that are canon, but the third and final installment comes out this year, and as soon as it hits bookshelves, I'm reading all three. I'm hoping it will tell us more about the unknown threat hiding in the universe, which is out in the unknown regions of the galaxy. So basically, I think that in Season 3, the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, will figure out that he may not want to be the leader of Mandalore, but that he's the best leader for the people. Bo-Katan will challenge his right for the Darksaber. Din will win. I'd imagine she does it in front of people, like I said before. And then Thrawn will be introduced to the series, but I'd imagine he's going to show up as a big bad guy near the end of the show. And maybe he'll even show up in the Boba Fett show at the end of that, since it'll finish just before Season 3 of The Mandalorian starts. So that'd be kind of neat tying that in as well, so that, like, we know Thrawn's out there being a badass. And the end of the season, we could potentially see Luke and Grogu again to come save the day, or some sort of everyone comes together, as in literally everyone, like Ahsoka, Cara Dune, the New Republic fighters, the Mandalorians. By the end of the season, we will just be foaming at the mouth for more. I guess I just can't wait for season 3. And in the end, I hope that all series that they're coming out with, so they have 4 shows now that are taking place in the same timeline, which is The Mandalorian, The Ahsoka Show, The Rangers of the New Republic, and The Book of Boba Fett. So those 4 shows all take place in the same timeline and are going to change the timeline of the sequels, in my opinion. I feel like episodes 7, 8, and 9 are going to be somehow retconned in one way or another and put into their own alternate universe type deal by using the World Between Worlds, which was used in Rebels. I'll get more into that in another video, but I just have to sit on that for another sec, because I know other YouTubers are talking about it and already have come out with that theory, but I've had this in my head for a couple months now, and I think the Ahsoka show will definitely tie that all in. And Ahsoka's main goal is to make sure that the galaxy doesn't fall again, that the Emperor doesn't come back, that the people who are working for good in the galaxy prevail, because good would love to trump evil, right? And that's the main story anyways, is that Din Djarin is going to become Mandalore, and he'll be called Mandalore the Great, or like Mandalore the Honorable, probably, because he's such a man of honor that would be his title, because everyone that's ever been Mandalore has a title named beside them, right? Like Mandalore the Vicious, Mandalore the Conqueror. But I think it'd be Mandalore the Honorable. That'd be awesome. And that's about it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share with all your friends. And you know what? That's been a certain point of view. Tell me your certain point of view. I'll see you in the next one.